A very pleasant good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Prime Time YouTube. Today I see a very touching and damaging story in the Gleaner newspaper, so we have to big up the Gleaner again for this one. And it touches the core of my heart to know that in 2020 we can still look and watch our citizens just dwindle away with the blowing of the wind. This story is about a 58-year-old deaf mute that lives in a junk car in Arnett Garden. Now, a person who is a deaf mute is one who cannot speak and one who cannot hear. So that in itself, ladies and gentlemen, is a challenge. That in itself, ladies and gentlemen, is a challenge to survive. Let's go to the Gleaner newspaper and find out how these great people, and I call them great citizens of Arnett Garden, who rally around this man and protected this man and gave this man food. Just watch how the story unfolds. And they plead on whoever here that is responsible for helping. Let's go to the newspaper. 58-year-old deaf mute Patrick Duncan lives in an abandoned car in a section of Arnett Garden known as Mexico, a situation that residents are appealing for Jamaicans to open their hearts and to help and make a change. I've known this man for years. He has been suffering all along, and him sleep in this old car here. Errol George Saunders told the Gleaner, "I'm in need of room and shelter. It no have to be mansion, but somewhere for put him in. He has been sleeping in this old car for years." Residents of the community have managed to learn a bit of sign language over time to communicate with Duncan and try to assist him by giving him odd jobs from time to time. They're calling for the government or Good Samaritan to step in to help improve his living conditions. From I know him, I don't see nothing good for him, just battering and sufferation. Saunders says, adding that family squabbles might have caused Duncan to make the old car his home. Before them disrespect him prefer to come sleep in the car. Because when you go in a people's house, them disrespect you. I true that, you know, man. Sad to say, but I true that. Let's go further in the news. Arthur Taylor, chairman of the Jamaica Combined Disabilities Association, told the Gleaner that persons with disabilities often become sidelined by their own relatives who often see them as fool. Taylor, who became fully blind in his late teenage years, lamented that the attention and effort put into the overall development of an able-bodied person is not usually given to persons with disability in equal measures. He expressed hope that there would be change to the Disabilities Act to give the authorities more powers to hold family members accountable for the abandonment of disabled relatives. Taylor recommended a person in such situation contact the JCDA to at least have an established body lobby for their rights where necessary. Sometimes disability comes with denial, rejection, and people just don't want to be associated with you, he told the Gleaner. I was born with a disability. I was raised in West Kingston. I experienced both worlds where I was treated well, but still experienced the negative. If you were born a certain way or not behaving like them, they tend to say you are mad and leave you to roam on your own. Taylor said that persons with disabilities stand a greater chance of being neglected in inner city communities. In the inner city, it is difficult. Benefits are scarce in terms of finances and everything. Therefore, the investment tends to go towards persons who would possibly learn easily and come out to be something in life, he said. It is a worldwide thing. It is not restricted to Jamaica, where the disabled persons tends to get less. Even though society has been changing and more disabled persons have come to the fore with education, involvement in leadership, and interaction with mainstream society, but the change is very, very slow. He added that his association will try to get some assistance for Duncan. Ladies and gentlemen, again, I have to big up the citizens of Arnett Garden for doing their little part, doing their civic duty in reaching out, even learning the language, sign language for a person who's deaf and mute, to be able to communicate with Mr. Duncan. I applaud you. I think you're a great set of people, and I respect you for this, what you have done, because you have brought this to my attention. If it has not been for your intervention, we would know nothing about Mr. Duncan's. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look into this case wherever you are. I know the pandemic is on you, and I know that money is scarce, but cash are kind. Trying to reach out to the JCPA and see how much you can help them. Please, because there are a lot of people in Jamaica that are looked down upon because they're disabled. If you look at Mr. Duncan, he didn't go by just wanting handouts. He would work. He would work for what anybody give to him. So he has his pride and he has his dignity, and I salute him for that. Jamaica, let's show more love to each other. Let's rip this diabolical mindset that we have. Where it come from, me no know, because me born diabolical mindset, me born evil, me born destruction, me born anything that is negative for the survival of the human race. I am against white oppression. Likewise, I am against black oppression. We must now know to take a stance and not just squabble our mouth like we're accustomed to doing. That won't get you a goddamn where. We need to stand up and fight for our rights by any means necessary. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and make a comment on this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is the time to do so. Thank you very much for watching. Be safe out there.